Let me say now, only me I feel go live. Bro, now, okay, the one finish, the one put that cable first.
Different song.
We are almost here to start the Ambazonians in the Netherlands, and we are here right in front of Nigerian Embassy. We have come out in our numbers to protest against the adoption of our president and our leaders of Ambazonians. We have come out here today to protest for the adoption of our president Sisiku and our leaders that has been adopted in Nigeria. So here are the Ambazonians in the Netherlands. We are about to start our protest today in front of the Nigeria High Commissioner in the Netherlands.
People there, they give voice, they will use microphone. You use the voice. Your mama, you will use microphone, give voice.
We'll go now. Let's start. And then we also add attention. We have to sing the anthem.
Fellow Ambazonians. Huh?
As you can see,
fellow Ambazonians, Southern
nobody is happy today.
You are welcome to the demonstration at the Nigerian Embassy. We are Southern Cameroonians.
English.
We are a neighbor to Nigeria. By birth and by whatever means, we have been in Nigeria. We have been a brother and a sister to a Nigerian. When we left 1953, there was no problem. We didn't fight with the Nigerians. The Nigerians didn't carry up arms to chase us out or to retain our stay in Nigeria. They liberated us. They said, make your choice and go to where you think you can be. We told them, big brother, we are big enough. We can take care of ourselves. Any interruption? No. Okay. We can take care of ourselves. We are a grown-up junior brother. We can live now on our own. And when we left, we went to where we were now taking care of ourselves. There was no problem. We were living side by side with Nigeria. When the time came, and all of us were still under the British, when the time came, when we had to say, we had to make a decision. But though our fellow northern brothers who remain part of Nigeria up to today, they had three options. The first option was to ask,
this is the Nigerian Embassy, and this is the ambassador representing Nigeria in the Netherlands. So they have come out today to cooperate with us.
When they came to us, the Southern Cameroonians, the Ambazonians,
freedom of expression,
they asked us
which
two
we
options, but
defend
not the
and
freedom was
uphold.
given to Northerners.
As
The
part
two
and
options
parcel
they
of
asked
the
us was,
UN
do you want to be part of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, or do you want to be part of La République du
we
Cameroon?
will appeal
To ourselves.
to your
First
members
of all, we have already
tone it
told
down
them, big
and
brother,
come forward.
I'm going to create
The ambassador is ready to receive and listen to whatever he has to have, which will be duly communicated to the appropriate quarters. So that is what we are out to do.
It was not by war.
But
We said let's try it out.
caution
Whether
that
this
is
relationship will work.
civilized behavior
after a long time, we have decided that these are not people who
Thank you, sir.
You can come in.
Thank you.
Let's organize ourselves. Just give a few minutes.
You can come in with 3 or 4 persons. I think 4 of you will be okay.
It's okay.
And then the rest can just tone it down, and then all the rhetorics.
Okay, I'll just commit it. And then
Okay, what we're going to do, we have our anthem. We're going to sing our anthem before we join you guys. Okay?
But 4 people.
Yeah, only 4. Not all of us. Yeah. But we're going to sing our anthem and then we'll...
And then now, the problem now comes that
Yes, we have just been granted permission to go into the embassy and present our petition.
We are asking for the release of our president and the interim government. Before we go into it, we will first of all sing the Ambazonian national anthem.
It's about time we are going to sing our national anthem right now.
And this land of glory, we the Ambazonians, lay your loyalty. Praise the Lord, Savior, who granted us the freedom. Allegiance to the hero who bought the land with their blood. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here is the nation, for when we make and honey. Glory, glory, glory to the Father, for granting a nation, a joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of glory, we shall live in plenty, meeting our needs. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God be the watchman of this nation. Amazonia, land of freedom, we shall live in plenty, meeting our needs. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God be the watchman of this nation.
thank you very much.
That was the national anthem.
Ladies
of
and gentlemen,
Ambalan.
we have been received by the Nigerian Embassy. We're going to meet the ambassador now, but we have to go in 4 persons maximum. So while we are in there, you can continue with the praises and the singing of the Ambazonian slogans, the national anthem. Deliver your message not only to the Nigerian community and His Excellency here, but also to the people of the Netherlands. Some of us are going to go in there and we're going to present our case the way it is. Thank you very much and see you shortly.
Most importantly, for the relief of our leaders.
Yes.
President and cabinet members.
Okay, so I think they also did add that it was not necessary for us to sing here. They are very civil people.
Yes,
so
we're going to keep it. That's why we have to keep it.
That's why they're going to receive us.
Yeah, and
there's no room for us
Chairman,
to dramatize anything.
Chairman, you're going to go with me. Pro. And Pastor Yiruma, please.
And we also need the camera. We also need the camera.
You can hear the camera. We need one person for the camera. No, you keep you're live, right? You keep live.
Get a mag with you guys. No, use that camera. Just
live. Just picture. Just picture. You stay live.
Yes.
Rising to fall no more.
Ambazonia is rising to fall no more.
Amazonia is rising.
Rising, rising. Ambazonia is rising to fall no more. Rising to fall no more. Ambazonia is rising, rising, rising. Ambazonia is rising to fall no more. Ambazonia is dwelling to rise no more. Ambazonia is falling, falling, falling. Ambazonia is falling to rise no more. Ambazonia is falling to rise no more.
This is the Embassy of Nigeria in the Netherlands. As you all can see, we have been family since
falling, falling, falling. Phobia is falling to rise
all
no
this
more.
time,
Phobia is falling to rise no
our
more.
leaders have been adopted
Falling,
in Nigeria,
falling,
so we don't know
falling,
actually
Phobia
where
is
they
falling
are.
to rise no more.
So
Nigeria,
come to
keep on to lead
demonstrate
Africa. Keep on, keep on, keep on. Nigeria, keep
As
on
you
to
can
lead
see.
Africa. Nigeria, keep on to lead Africa. Keep on, keep on, keep on. Nigeria, keep on to rise. Nigeria, keep on to lead Africa. Keep on, keep on, keep on. Keep on to lead Africa. Nigeria, libre Cameroon, Sadu Cameroon. Libre, libre, libre. Nigeria, libre Southern Cameroon. Nigeria, libre Southern Cameroon. Nigeria, libre, libre, libre. Nigeria, libre Southern Cameroon. Nigeria, libre alidas. Nigeria, libre, libre, libre. Nigeria, libre alidas.
these are our Takamban women. These are our special women, Takamban, we call them. Southern Cameroonian Takamban women. They are here with their red scarf.
Nigeria, keep on to lead Africa.
Nigeria,
Keep on, keep on, keep on. Nigeria, keep on to lead Africa. Fellow Ambazonians, thank you guys, thank you guys. We consider Nigeria our senior brother, elder brother, big brother in the house. Nigeria must lead Africa.
Yes.
Nigeria must assist to decolonize Africa. Well, Nigeria should not permit what La Republic is doing to Southern Cameroons.
Yes.
Southern Cameroonians are not a colony and will never be a colony of La Republic du Cameroon. These are two distinct nations.
Yeah.
They speak French. We speak our fucking English.
Yeah.
We have no business with them. La Republic should stay off from the issues of meddling the Ambazonian issues. We are an independent country. We want to free ourselves from La Republic. The killing, the genocide taking place in Southern Cameroon. We want to bring this message to the whole world. The Netherlands should know that genocide is taking place in Cameroon. Genocide is taking place in the 21st century. There has never, the world promised that genocide will never take place in its watch. The whole world is watching genocide taking place in Ambazonian, Southern Cameroon, where an helicopter gunshot people in the field, in their farms, while they are working, just because they want to extinct Southern Cameroonians. To speak English, to be a colony or a colony that was under the British, is not a crime. If you speak your fucking French, I am speaking my fucking English. There is no problem. No. There is no problem with that. Two different countries having their two different cultures. That is it. Nobody should cross or trespass to another person's land. We are a different nation with a different culture, with a different language. We do not speak French. We speak English. That is the problem. La République de Cameroon, they speak French. They speak French. We don't have anything in common with them. Southern Cameroon was never La République du Cameroon. Southern Cameroon, when we were with Nigeria, when we were in Nigeria, we were a people, and La République du Cameroon had its independence in a different day from us. 1960, we were not part of them. When they had their independence in 1960, we were not part of them. Was Southern Cameroon or Ambazonia with them? No. When we had our own independence in 1961, that was when we said, let's go into a union and see how we can live together. Living together with them, we have come to realize that we live with people who do not think, who do not see us like human beings. The relationship is over. And when the relationship is over, you can't force it. You can't force it. Our leaders, the leaders of Ambazonia, have been arrested in Nigeria. And we are asking Nigeria, as a law-abiding nation, to make sure that our leaders are released.
Yes.
When our leaders are released, those leaders are going to lead us. And they have to lead us to our own independence.
Yes.
The conversation inside is being disturbed by the noise. Okay. So we can tune down.
Let's sing.
It's your own people who's asking if you can put
Okay.
okay?
No problem.
Okay,
That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So we can sing.
We can sing. That's it.
Let us
That's good. It's okay.
Martin, let us brother speak. You can speak.
Let's reduce the volume.
Gradually,
They having the conversation.
No, talk.
This is too high.
No, the lower it. You told me very
So it means we would have still talked, but
Can you lower it?
the
Okay, good.
volume should be.
Yeah,
Good.
lower the volume.
Yeah,
Good.
thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
I don't know about that. I know only about my own.
Martin.
Anybody who wants to talk can talk. Yeah, my brother. Take over. Yeah, take over.
Yeah, so we are so grateful to be here, and we would like to express our gratitude to the Nigerian Embassy here in The Hague. We thanked the government of Nigeria for the hospitality that has been shown to our people who are now seeking refuge in Nigeria. So we want to tell Nigerian government that Nigeria, as one of the most civilized countries in Africa, should continue to promote democracy and should not be able to support any dictatorship like that of President Paul Biya. So we want Nigeria to understand that Southern Cameroonians are a people that are well known internationally, and that we have boundaries that separate the Southern Cameroons from the Nigeria and also from La République du Cameroon. While thanking them for their hospitality, but we will urge the government to take immediate actions as to the whereabouts of our interim president and his cabinet member. President Sisiku Ayuk Tabe has been abducted. We do not know why, and we can't believe Nigeria will allow such thing to happen. Nigeria that has known democracy for decades, Nigeria that has a good reputation, Nigeria that has opened its doors for the refugees of Southern Cameroonians, and at the same time arresting them without any word that keeps the world in doubt. And a lot of speculations have been going on, but we're hoping that through the Nigerian Embassy here in The Hague, the message will be sent clear to Abuja that we, the people of the Ambazonians, we want the unconditional release of our interim president Sisiku Ayuk Tabe and the entire cabinet members. And we also like Nigeria to understand that Nigeria has no pact of extradition between Nigeria and La République du Cameroon. And we are very convinced that they will not make any error or mistake in thinking or dreaming that our leaders could be extradited. So we are calling on the Nigerian government to immediately and unconditionally release our interim president and the entire cabinet member. And at the same time, we express our thanks and gratitude for the refugees that are in Nigeria.
Hello. Yeah, we have come here to express our gratitude to the Nigerian authority through their diplomatic mission here in The Hague for the over 40,000 Ambazonian refugees that have crossed the border from the territory of Ambazonia, into the territory of Nigeria. We would like to also extend our gratitude to Nigeria for being a peaceful neighbor to the Republic of Southern Cameroon, now called the Republic of Ambazonia, that having been peaceful, even when we separated from Nigeria without any war, thinking that we are going into La République du Cameroon to form a confederation of two equal states, we realize now that it was like living from a big brother into the mouth of a crocodile. So we are here to appeal to Nigeria that even as we plead to release our leaders, they should also ensure that the refugees that are streaming in caused by the brutality of La République should be well catered for, because we don't know when this conflict is going to be over. But how long the conflict takes will depend on Nigerian diplomacy. It will depend on Nigeria intervening in solving the problem. And we are also pleading with Nigeria to respect the Abuja High Court decision of 2002 requesting the Nigerian authority to take the matter of Southern Cameroon to the United Nations General Assembly. We understand that it's difficult for Nigeria to betray its neighbor, La République du Cameroon, with whom they are involved in fighting a terrorist group in the north of Nigeria called Boko Haram. But at the same time, they cannot violate international law as a law-abiding nation by ignoring the decision of their own High Court. That decision was a rule requiring Nigeria to take the matter of Southern Cameroon. Southern Cameroon was self-governed from 1953 right up to 1961, when they were given two choices, to either join Nigeria or to join La République du Cameroon in the Confederation. Today, how come that a confederation has transformed to become the name La République du Cameroon, which was a name that Cameroon obtained when it got its independence in 1961, in 1960, I beg your pardon. So, this is a clear case of colonialization and occupation, which is a crime under international law. And we want Nigeria as a state of law to respect and also force the United Nations to respect Resolution 1608, which actually requested that when two countries come together to form a federation, a treaty of union has to be established. We would like to ask Nigeria, if they are doing any business with Cameroon, thinking that Southern Cameroon is part of La République, where is that union treaty? If La République claims that Southern Cameroon is part of their territory, they should show us that union treaty. And if Nigeria wants to extradite our leaders to Cameroon, not only will they be violating their own laws of lack of an extradition treaty, but they will also be violating international law of not respecting Resolution 1608. So thank you very much, the Nigerian diplomatic mission in the Netherlands, for receiving us. Thank you for your hospitality, and thank you for taking our message directly to President Muhammadu Buhari, that our leaders were expecting them home, and this message should go very clear to the United Nations as well, that as long as they continue to ignore to apply Resolution 1608, there is going to be this genocide that will be like that of Rwanda that was ignored. How many times are we going to say never again? We say never again. Genocide continues to happen. People are murdered. Just right now in Cameroon, a grandmother was burned in her home yesterday by the terrorist forces of La République du Cameroon. So we thank you, but we also want to urge you to intervene and solve this problem before more people are killed. Thank you so much.
Nigeria, we just want to thank you, and we've been thanking you, we've been honoring you, we've been just so moved that you would take in helpless people, women giving birth along the road, helpless. What were they running away from?
Yes,
really, we ask ourselves, what were these kids running away from? What would make thousands and thousands of people leave their homes and run. And Nigeria, you took us in. Nigeria, you opened your arms. And not only that, so many Nigerians stood up and said this is not right. So many Nigerians spoke up and said this is not right. This is not right. It should not be that if you come from a culture that had put you into English, you speak English, or you come from a background with English, you become persona non grata. Nigeria, the most powerful country in Africa. I don't care what anybody says, that country is the most powerful. You are our leading light. You are the one to stand and say no to certain things. You are the one to even take these two parts, Southern Cameroons and La République Cameroon, put them together and say dialogue and get others together. That's what we expected, and we're hoping still from Nigeria. Not that the living people, the people who are trying to stop genocide, the people who are trying to stop refugees, that they would suddenly be caught up, suddenly be arrested. We don't really know what's happening, but we are trusting, and I'm trusting that Nigeria knows what it's doing, and that Nigeria is going to come out and tell us something that will say, oh, wow. And that's why we're here, because we don't know. We don't understand what's going on. That's why we've come to say, Nigeria, please remember that you are leading us. You are our leading light, Nigeria. You are the one to help. Please, please, don't be the part of the problem. There is a problem. Please, what is happening now is just not right. We've come because we need you to lead us, Nigeria. We thank you. We've been so grateful to you, and we'll keep being grateful to you, because you've shown us kindness. You've shown us so much goodness. Please, keep on doing that. Keep on doing that. What is it that would send millions of people all over the world coming out and saying, no, we're not comfortable? If it was good, I can assure you, if it was good, there wouldn't have been an outcry. A lot of people would have just managed and accepted the situation. But it is not. How can people go out screaming? There are many people, we come from a culture where we just want peace. We want to be gentlemen and women, just as many Nigerians are. That's how we like to live. But all of a sudden, people have been dropped in a situation that they get angry and they stand up. People are being killed. Armless people are being killed. A young girl, 12, 13, part of her face blown off while she was sitting in her own home. A lot is not right. Nigeria, we're really depending on you to stand up for justice. We're depending on you to show your mighty arm. Please, please, let not a few people accept to be cowed by money or any other thing. Nigeria, we depend on you to stand up for us. That's why we are here. We are not here to come and demonstrate that we are angry. We're here to come and demonstrate, to call your attention to something that we're really, really hoping and praying that you'll stand up for us. We want to thank you, and we want to tell you we appreciate you. Thank you for receiving us here today, and thank us for receiving our people in Nigeria. We thank you so much.
So you can conclude?
She has to speak. Yes.
No, wait, he has to conclude also?
Yeah, he has to
Let me make some
first before you
resume.
Is that okay?
So let's round this out, no?
Yeah, let me speak.
Just give your wisdom and you always travel.
Thank you all very much. I would have to...
No, it's too low, bro. Too low.
I would have to control my tears to talk. I'm talking to Nigeria like a foreign country. No, that's where I grew up. We grew up with Nigeria. Southern Cameroons and Nigeria have been together. That's how my education was, my father's, my children, up to a certain age. We knew youth. So coming here, to me, it's like I'm coming to speak to my own people. When I heard personally that our leaders had been taken in Nigeria, I was at peace with myself, because I said, at last, our brother has woken up. Now we will see. And I am definitely sure we are not going to be disappointed.
We do not have to coax Nigeria to take care of us, because that is who they are. They have always been with us. We have always been one. And today we come to you. These are children who did not know how it was before. We did not know war. We did not know fighting. We did not know anything. We did not know segregation. We knew that we could talk about the tribe, the Igbos, the Balis, the Mamphis, and so on. But we did not know that a whole English-speaking part would become persona non grata, as you've heard, in their own land. We come to you now to say we are dying and we do not know why. We are being shot at, we do not know why. Our military, our police force, our mobile wings, and so on was dissolved. And now the gendarmes and the police and the military of French military came on. Now they are killing us. Please help us. We thank you. We thank you for being there for us. God bless you.
Mr. President, round up.
Ambazonia?
Yeah.
Ambazonia? 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 Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for being here today. I want to thank most especially His Excellency, the Ambassador of Nigeria to the Netherlands, for the peaceful reception. We were received by the Ambassador, and they understand our plight. They have seen all the horror videos, and they are aware of what is happening in Ambazonia. They are aware of all the torture, the maiming, the arbitrary arrest. They are also aware of the genocide going on in Ambazonia. They have received our petition, and they acknowledge that in their powers they have nothing to do rather than channeling our message to the appropriate quarters, that is the Nigerian government back there in Nigeria. We are well assured that our petition will reach His Excellency, President of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, Mr. Buhari, of Nigeria, sorry. His Excellency, the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mr. Buhari, and Buhari will definitely act on our petition. They know that Nigeria, and we know as well, they also assure us Nigeria is a country that respects law. They respect not only national laws, they also respect international laws. So it's under this pretext that they are going to make sure that our leaders are going to be protected under international laws. If they are found not guilty of any crime, they are going to be released. Our message has been delivered, and I want to thank you all for being there. I want to thank you for the joint effort. I want to thank you for standing up for our leaders. And know wherever His Excellency Sisiku Ayuk Tabe is, we're very proud of us. We haven't let him down. We haven't let the government down. We haven't let our people down. As long as Ambazonia is still alive, as long as any soul in Ambazonia is still alive, we will never sleep. If Mr. Biya and his government want to kill us, they will kill to the last man standing. Amen. They will come to the Netherlands, they will go to US, they will go even to Panama and kill every Ambazonian soul in order to inherit our land. This is our God-given land, and we are not going to let it go to whosoever thinks he has the power more than we do, because we are fighting a just cause. The world is free. We are living in a universal world, and freedom is a universal right. Ambazonia must also enjoy that right. That right is not a right, it's a privilege to some and not for others. It's a privilege to all humanity, and Ambazonians are humans. They have that privilege as well. As long as we have Ambazonians, we need to fight for our freedom. And our freedom has to come now and not the next time, not tomorrow, not next year. We have to be now. By this, we are not only urging the Nigerian government to release our leaders, we are urging the entire world, especially the UN nations that voted for the independence of Ambazonia in 1961. 60 nations, including Netherlands, voted for the independence of Ambazonia. But 57 years after, Ambazonia is still colonized by La Republic du Cameroon. What has happened to justice? What has happened to the rule of law? Why you vote and you can implement your decisions? We have to fight. It's not now that we have to stop. All Ambazonians, please, if I'm not here tomorrow, don't give up. Fight until those who stood for Ambazonia implement the wishes of their citizens. Because these representatives in the UN were not representing themselves, but they were representing their countries. If they are no longer there today, their generations are still here, and their generation have to implement the wishes of the nation. When I'm talking to the Netherlands, to the Dutch citizens, the Dutch, your generation, your forefathers had already voted for the independence of Ambazonia. It's up to you to implement this decision. Just like every other rules that your forefathers laid down that you're implementing. Some of us came to meet this nation. We didn't build this nation. Our forefathers built the nation, and we glorify them. You should as well glorify their decisions that they took and implement them. So we are asking our Dutch community to make sure they implement resolution, UN resolution 1608 XV, that's 15, of March 21st, 1961. To that, I want to thank you all, and the revolution continue until Ambazonia is free. Alutia Kotia. Long live Ambazonia. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
If you have time, whoever wants to speak, go ahead.
That was our president for the consortium in the Netherlands.
Let me say something, please.
Talking. Now,
hello?
we are going to sing.
If you want to sing, it's all right. Otherwise, because some of you have traveled from very far and back here to come here to The Hague, you sacrifice a lot. Yeah, it's all right. We still have time. We're supposed to be here from 1:30 to 3:30.
No, to
2 o'clock. All right, it's okay. You are very welcome. You are here in Den Haag. We live. Some of us live here in Den Haag. So if you wish, we are inviting you for a drink. We have a spot somewhere in Den Haag. The first drink for everybody who comes is on me. So now
that is our great Vali Ayuk Tabe.
Yes, Vali Ayuk Tabe is my name. So the first drink for everybody here is on me. We can go there, share a drink, then we go to our various destinations. Especially those who are coming from Groningen, which is very far from here. Even though we are all in this mood because we know what is happening back home. We felt it. We went to our jobs, took permissions to be here today. We have come, we've delivered our message. The Nigerian ambassador have respected us. He came out and attended to us, invited people inside. So come out, let's go and share a drink. Thank you. And also, before going, I wish to thank the Netherlands police. They have been with us from 10:30 a.m. and they followed us here. We wish to thank them for their protection. Without them, we would have come this far. So, my fellow Netherlanders, I thank you so much for your protection. You have been there for us. So God bless you all. Thank you.
Let's go keep them in hand.
Let us pray. Let us pray and we go. Our Most High Father, we want to thank you that you are God.
Giving the prayers.
Father, we give you glory for you created us in your own image. Father, many times we've fallen short of your glory, but Lord, because of the perfect sacrifice on the cross, oh God, you gave us an opportunity to come back to you. And because we've acknowledged you as our God, Father, I want to thank you for my brothers and sisters who are here today. They were able to brave the cold, to come and stand for what is right, to come and stand for justice. Father, we thank you because you are a God of justice. And I pray that, Father, because of the truth which we are fighting for, I pray, oh God, that, Lord, may you bless them. Bless them, O God, and protect them. We know that it's a trying time, O God, for all of us. But Father, we believe in you for protection. Protect my brothers and sisters here present today. And I pray the Lord, as they go back home, may you take them safely. I come against any accidents, O God, on the way. I pray that, Father, you'll be the one who will drive their cars and just lead us back safely to our homes. Father, we thank you for a country like Nigeria. We thank you for the